321 mic check. Back for another day. Day 89. Backtesting until uncomfortable. Honestly, I'm putting in the work to trust my model more. So, yeah. Here's where we at. Alright, so today had a pretty decent day. Took, I think it's now at break-even trade. Apparently I held it. It was a counter trend trade, so it's really funny. So let's get right into the back testing without any delays. Alright, so yeah, this is what happened yesterday, as you can see. And yeah, let's clean it up and get started. Alright, so this as well. Back the daily. Right, so let's start on the monthly. How's the monthly looking like? I'd like to analyze one pair first, then go to the next. So the monthly is quite bullish. We had a bearish month here, dropped into this nice fair value gap, and then it started to push. Now the weekly, you can see last week had a pretty crazy up close candle, very big wick, then it pushes. So you can see that we have a weekly high here, very nice point of liquidity, and we're almost, we have finished like the midpoint of this week. You can see right there. Yeah. Anyways, going on the daily. Daily time frame is where I start to put in the joints on the daily. Like this. So we were in an uptrend, we shifted, then we now shifted to the upside. Now as we shift to the upside, you can see that we've created an inversion. Very nice one right here. And as we created an inversion, you can see that we have new liquidity levels. So we have this high here that market will continue spiraling to, and if we reject, the possible reason that we'll be rejecting will be this last up close candle acting as another block. But honestly, for me, I'm looking for higher prices, and yeah, this day is like it's already close, so let's go to the next day and see. All right, so you can see that next day opened quite near the high. Yeah, so let me mark this up. Well, this day didn't have a very crazy new day open, but I'm still looking for higher prices, like take out this daily high. It's a very great point of liquidity. Now going to the 4 hour, you can see where the previous day closed somewhere here, closed here, then opened here. Right, we'll see how it looks. Wait, it's not there. We should look from here. Yeah, actually, so it closed here and it opened here, so which means here there's a new day open gap. And on the 4 hour, you can see we dropped into a busy buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. So this is a 4 hour busy buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. And then here we have the 4 hour busy low, and in this fair value gap, I'd like to mark the quadrants. Alright, so let me do it by hand. I remove this, I add 0.25 and 0.75. I'd like one to be this another one to be this, another one will be this dark green, might be this dark blue, and this dark purple. Alright, now I can save this as quadrants. Alright, so this quadrants, I want them from the high to the low of the gap so that we can see what quadrant we will be in. And I would honestly like for them to be visible maybe on the 4 hour and above, not in the minutes. Alright, so going to the 1 hour, you can see that we get a nice drop here, and we sweep this low in the morning and continue pushing higher and take out these highs as we're opening, and we have also another BC here. Going to the 30-minute, have a very big gap. 15, yeah, very nice sweep, shift in structure, so we might get a retracement and then a push. So on the 5, it's nothing bigger than that. We have a very nice order block formation here, and another order block formed here. You can see that we retrace into it right there. A very nice change in state here. Anyways, so let's see how ES is doing. Going on the daily. Well, starting off on the monthly, let's see how the monthly is looking like. It's bullish as well after the bearish. On the weekly, we're pushing nicely. We've already taken out this high here, but on the weekly, remember, I haven't taken out this high yet on NQ, so which means it's a sign that NQ might continue pushing higher. I don't consider that as an SMT. And the daily, you can see we've already pushed, and our next target, liquidity target, will be this daily high, or this one, or even this one. So daily highs, they're the ones I'm targeting for right now. So we have this buy side. Well, on the 4 hour, we had a very nice fair value gap on NQ. See here. Yeah, you got a nice SMT here. You can see that this low takes out here, and this low here is taken out, dropping the gap. So here we don't. And going on the 1 hour, we have a nice order block formation here. You can see how nice this gap was, this order block was formed. Very nice. And then it drops, very nice delivery here, and pushes and adds an SMT as well, and we get this fair value gap here on the 15. Nothing big, so I'm still looking for bullish prices. So let's see what happens at the open and look for potential entries. I think that was all. So I'm in the 1 minute. By the way, I forgot to mark, I wanted to mark the new day open gaps as well. So when you go to the 1 hour, you can see that we're on Tuesday. On Tuesday, so for Monday at 16 here. You can see market closed. Tuesday, it opened there low. So it closed here, then it opened. And I would like to extend it. have the new day open gap there. We consolidate around it, drop, and push even above it. So you can see here it's playing no role at all. But how big it was. So you can see we marked it nicely from the close to the open. Yeah, so this is the new day open gap on NQ. Meanwhile, for ES on the 1 hour, let's go market. So it was Monday. Market closes here, then opens here. Yeah, now going in the 1 minute. Right, so the gaps here. Let's see what happens. So no, just look very dirty. So it's here and here. You can see it. This. Anyways, crazy one. So let's see what happens at the open morning. Okay, very nice push at 9:28, and now we drop right into this gap here as soon as we open, and we're above the open gap, so we're still looking for higher prices, nothing more than that. Ooh, crazy candle on the day. So 9:31 puts in that candle. We create a fair value gap, waiting for a return into the gap, and we have this gap right, I mean this order block, last time close candle. I'm looking for price to go higher to reject. So here I'd like to place my entries. 940 belong, should to stop loss at the 50 of this week, and yeah, target would be like 1 to 2 or 1 to 2.5. Let's see what happens. Okay, ooh, crazy move. So we end up getting stopped out, but this was a good start to the move. So we take out the low there. Let's see if we drop back into the new day open gap. How's the 5 minute looking like? Okay. So I took out this low here. Yeah, we have an S&T and 1M, I think. Do we? No big thing happened. So price is really dancing around. So it drops again into the new day open gap at 10, and they didn't provide any entry model. I don't see one. Honestly. I don't see any entry, except that here auto block formed, auto block retraced into it. Very nice. Auto block formed, we retrace into it. Another auto block formed, no retracement, but very nice one. Right, so here I take out this high, and ES doesn't. Boom. Auto block creation here. Change in state right there. SMT, nice sweep, waiting for retracement, and boom. Here I'd like to look for shorts and target this one here, but we also have another SMT here, so set up and validated. Let's continue waiting. And it ends up dropping nicely. Okay, I don't know. Did it drop to this other block here? So morning session is pretty crazy. This is on the daily. Oh, but the day looks bullish, honestly. Very bullish. I'm about to take out the high that we had anticipated, so yeah, kind of correcting the bias, but no entry. We didn't get any entry. Like, no raid on stops. Other than here, maybe. A raid. Push. Change in state. Back to 50 of this. Then it pushes. Let's wait for the launch session to play out. And launch consolidated for a while, and it dropped to this low here. Didn't take it out, but it took out this one and this one. Right, so we end up dropping into that other block there. And the 5 minute, how's it looking? It's just looks like a gap. Meanwhile, on the 1 minute, it's a nice gap. So we have a crazy push, kinda. So this sort of block gets respected as well. And let's mark the lunch. So we had lunch from 12 noon. This was there till 13:30, which is here. And I don't really want it to extend. So the lowest of this range was here, and the highest was here. And as soon as lunch session closed, we took up the high, and we form another block. We get a retracement. Well, this is the other block I'm saying. We have got the sweep here. And we have this change in state, and we have this inversion here. Let's see if retrace fully into the changing state. Alright, so you can see you get retracement into the changing state, and now the target will be the launch low. So let's just take it, whatever happens. So 50 of the wick, the low here. If the problem is that if I don't take this trade, I'm very sure it will hit TV. But if I take it, SL, if I risk 3%, I'll be out of drawdown. But I'm not really caring about that. I just want to see if the setup works out or not. After all, the setup was already messed up. I mean the win rate, because of the crazy losses we took in the first days. So let's go and see, and it drops nicely, hitting take profit very well, taking out the launch lows, and good setup here. Right, so not a bad one. Not a bad one. Right, so and it continues dropping actually. You can see that was like an initiator to a crazy move. You see it ends up dropping to the morning range. So this Tuesday contained many moves. So we end up dropping. Ooh, crazy wick. How's the ES looking? Okay. It is a crazy week. Let's see. Okay. And we drop again into the new day open gap, and after dropping into the gap we start pushing higher, and we've got a series of down close candles here. Ooh, nice sweep. Series of down close candles with close above, or a block formed, and good on the time frame. If this is a wick, it shows that maybe the new day open gap might be about to get respected there. And the 2 minute here, it's forming up really nicely, as in this changing state here. So I'd like to see a retracement, smaller one. Okay, that one's enough. So here that will be another entry, and the low hanging fruit will be these highs. And going on the 1 hour, let's see, we retraced into this range here, and now it might be time to push into this gap and take out the high there. So now in the 1 minute, if I want to push in the gap, we have to take out this high there. So that means my entry will be something like this. Something like this. Let's see how this goes. There you go. Right, so it pushes higher. Let's see if it gets to the target. So it's consolidating, and we're in the last hour of trading. So let's see what the last minutes do. So the last minutes of trading are actually the best, as you can see that it pushes higher and ends up taking out those highs there, obviously. So what is this? This is 1 hour and 4 minutes, so quite a decent time. All right. So let's go the next day open. Alright, so let's remove the drawings that we're not gonna use. But wait, are there any drawings? Yep. Let's go back to the daily. So what drawings are we gonna need? It's only this. Everything else was from this day. You can see we dropped into the 4-hour fair value gap even further and even further. And we did that on Wednesday. I thought this meant that it would have been already respected. And here we had a nice, did you take this trade? Wow, nice move. Anyways, everything else below here is deleted. Overnight you can see we dropped and we have another pizza here. Let me remove this. So start daily. We still have this as our target, but this other block might interfere. And as you can see, like this day, a small range compared to this one, and now we're in Wednesday. And as you know, the weekly profile goes Monday should create the low or the high. Monday should be like some kind of accumulation, and you can see this one actually pushes higher, while Tuesday and Wednesday, Thursday, I expect them to create like the low or the high of the week, and then Friday gets back into the range. So you can see Tuesday creates a high here, so I'm expecting maybe this one to drop into this range here, and dropping into this range means that this daily low gets taken out. So we've got sell side there, and we might drop into this fair value gap and hit this breaker block here. Alright, so 4 hour, let's see if this is really true. And we have some really good order block from there. 4 hour, nothing big, very big fair value gap. 1 hour. The 1 hour is still looking for lower prices and nothing big. We've created inversions here, so we'll just wait for what the open shows us and we'll do that. And let's mark the new day open and the new day whatever. So we're on Wednesday, so I need to see Tuesday 16. So Tuesday 16 is here. Market closes here and opens here. So market closes here, opens here. It's a new day open gap, and it will span through the whole day until 3, somewhere there. Alright, so I think this will be it. By the way, also I think I'll have to mark the new week open gap because you can see they're dropping, so that will also be a potential target. So where's Monday? Okay, and Sunday's trading is also necessary here. So it's here. Market closes here, opens here, closes here, opens here. So closes here, opens here. This is the new week open gap, and I think I should make it something like that. Alright, so going to 15 now. See that we're still dropping, drop after drop, nothing bigger. So maybe we can form some kind of turtle soup, take out the high, form another block, and then drop. And let's go to ES. That's a daily. So we haven't taken out the objective yet, so if we continue dropping because of this odd block, then this will be my obvious target, as I had said before. And we have the new week open gap, kind of larger on ES right here. The new week open gap, I'd like to span it to the Friday. Alright, now this will be the target, as I was saying. or at least going to 50% of the gap. We're going to the 4-hour. So you can see we're still dropping, nothing big. Take out some liquidity. So I'm looking for market to spiral down. Let's go to the 1M and wait for the opening bell. And boom, 9:30, 9:31. By the way, is the candle 9:30 give a fair value gap that we can consider? Because then we have our first presented FVG, which will be valid until lunch, because after lunch it has its own first presented fair value gap. Okay, so you get the first presented fair value gap there, and we push higher, take out this low as well. Is this a series of down close candles? Nice, change in state. If you get a retracement there, then I can look for entries, targeting to rebalance fair value gaps, and using the standard deviation here. Let's see where the fear points. So this will be the level, actually the level 2 here. Uko ugiye kuryama ndagusangayo. Sibyo? Nta kibazo. Okay. Alright, so we can see we drop into the gap. Let's see if we respect it. Yep, nice drop into the gap as well, and yes, we do that. So here I'd like to look for buys, honestly, because you can see this. So this will be buys. Stop loss below there. Few ticks below 50%. And my target, well, first is this high. Maybe target the level 3 on the fib or so, if market's in our favor. But I don't know, this looks off. This looks off because I still want the market to go lower, even though I took this one. Alright, so let's see. Maybe this will be come on. This will be a rebalance. We'll go to the 1 hour and see how it's looking like. Maybe this would be like a rebalance of this move before we continue, but we dropped in the first presentation, so let's see what goes on. Did I get stopped out? Not yet. We end up hitting take profit, but few ticks to SL. Let's see how it's looking like. So we drop even further into the gap and end up pushing higher. So very good trade here. We ended up hitting take profit. So this is a really profitable day there. Now going on to the 1 hour. You can see we've like kind of balancing the move, but what? Is there a PDR right here? This lower here. There's this, only this CB here. So I'm trading basing off of what the open is showing me, nothing more. So I have this gap. Let's see if that gap gets respected. So let's see where market continues. Yeah, auto block formed here, retracement, and then a push. Very nice. Very nice. Auto block formation, retracement, push. Very nice, very nice delivery. I'm liking this. Now imagine holding this move until there. What's this? 1 to 10? 1 to 6, sorry. And we create another auto block formation, retracement into the auto block here. And honestly, I'm thinking to touch the new day open gap. So this will be the entry, but I'm not taking it. I just want to see if auto blocks can be trusted sources of entry. Let's see. Boom, stop out. But this doesn't mean stop losses can't be trusted. It just shows that yeah, take out this high. Yeah, we did. So it's not an SMT. Was it like I think it was some kind of imbalance to this. Ooh, very nice favorite gap. And I want to put a fib to see if this is OTE of the range. Yep, absolutely OTE of the range. So if we're to drop now, we can now continue there. Brother Kabebe kari gusinzira. Say hi.
Hi.
Kari gusinzira. Tujya kuryama. Kanze. Ngakira baho. Okay. So it looks like we're about to form another order block here. Close above this series of down close. Do we get any retracement? No, none. But we get a nice push into the new, I think it's the new day open gap. Very nice. So very great draw. Looks like it delivered. Boom. Yeah, I think that was all for today. It's a bit late. See you next time. Peace out.